For more than 5 decades, Sam Elliott has remained one of the most recognizable figures in American cinema. His deep, steady voice, slow and calm like a river running through the western plains, has become a signature that audiences immediately recognize. Add to that his towering presence, classic mustache and understated confidence, and you have a performer who feels almost timeless on screen. Yet what makes Elliott remarkable is not just his appearance or voice, but the authenticity he brings to every role. Whether he is playing a rancher, a soldier, or a mentor figure, he carries a sense of lived experience that makes his characters believable. Behind that iconic image is a man whose journey through Hollywood was anything but effortless. His story reflects patience, dedication, and the quiet determination of someone who refused to give up on a lifelong dream. Growing up in Sacramento with big dreams, Sam Elliott was born in Sacramento, California in August 1944, growing up in a world far removed from the bright lights of Hollywood. Like many young people, he discovered early on that stories and films fascinated him. Movies offered a sense of possibility and imagination that stayed with him through his teenage years. Acting, to him, felt like a natural way to explore those worlds. Yet dreams like that often appear distant when you are starting from a quiet, ordinary life. Elliott's early years were shaped by a strong family environment and a sense of discipline, but they were also filled with questions about the future. Could someone from his background really make it in the film industry? It was a path filled with uncertainty, but something about storytelling and performance continued to call him forward, encouraging him to keep exploring his passion. A father's expectations and a son's determination. One of the most important relationships in Elliott's life was with his father. Like many parents of that era, his father valued stability and practical careers. Acting, in his eyes, seemed unpredictable and uncertain. This difference in perspective created a quiet tension between father and son. Elliott respected his father deeply, yet he also felt strongly about following his own path. The conversations about career choices were not always easy, but they helped shape Elliott's character. Instead of discouraging him completely, those doubts strengthened his determination. When his father passed away before Elliott reached major success, the moment left a lasting emotional impact. Over the years, Elliott has reflected on that period with honesty, often describing how it motivated him to work harder and prove, to himself most of all, that the dream he believed in was worth pursuing. Learning patience in the early years of acting. Breaking into Hollywood rarely happens overnight, and Elliott's journey was a slow and steady one. In the early days of his career, he accepted small roles wherever he could find them. Television appearances, commercials, and brief background parts became his training ground. Those experiences might not have been glamorous, but they helped him learn how the industry worked. Every audition, every set, and every conversation with fellow actors offered a new lesson. Instead of becoming discouraged by slow progress, Elliott focused on improving his craft and building relationships. The process required patience and resilience. For years he moved forward one step at a time, learning to stay grounded and committed. In hindsight, those early struggles helped shape the calm professionalism that later defined his career, the Western image. That defined an era. Eventually, directors began to recognize something unique about Elliott's presence. His tall frame, calm voice, and natural confidence made him an ideal fit for Western roles. Films like Tombstone showcased his ability to embody the spirit of the American frontier without exaggeration. He did not need dramatic speeches or flashy action scenes to capture attention. Sometimes a simple look or a quiet line carried more weight than pages of dialogue. Audiences connected with his authenticity, seeing in him a reflection of classic storytelling traditions. The cowboy image became closely tied to his career, but Elliott approached those roles with respect rather than stereotype. To him, they represented values like honor, loyalty, and perseverance, qualities that audiences continue to appreciate long after the golden era of Western films. Building a life with Katharine Ross. While Elliott's career slowly gained momentum, another important chapter in his life began when he met actress Katharine Ross. Ross had already established herself as a respected star in films such as Butch Cassidy and The Sundance Kid and The Graduate. Their connection grew naturally over time, built on shared experiences within the film industry. They married in 1984 and have remained together for decades, forming one of Hollywood's most enduring partnerships. Their relationship has often been described as grounded and supportive, something rare in an industry known for constant change. For Elliott, having a stable and loving home life helped him navigate the challenges of acting. It provided balance and perspective, reminding him that success is not measured only by awards or recognition, but also by the relationships that sustain you. Balancing family and a demanding career together, Elliott and Ross welcomed their daughter, Cleo, adding another dimension to their lives. Raising a family while both parents were active actors required careful balance. Film productions often involve long hours, travel, and unpredictable schedules, all of which can create pressure on family life. Elliott has spoken thoughtfully in interviews about the importance of staying connected despite those demands. He understood that a career could easily consume all of a person's time if boundaries were not respected. By prioritizing family moments whenever possible, he and Ross created a household rooted in support and understanding. Those efforts helped them maintain stability even as their professional responsibilities continued to grow. For Elliott, fatherhood brought a deeper appreciation for patience, responsibility, and the importance of being present for the people who matter most. A career that continued to evolve. As the years passed, Elliott expanded beyond the Western roles that first made him famous. Directors discovered that his voice and presence could bring emotional depth to many different types of characters. One of his most celebrated performances came in A Star is Born, where he delivered a powerful and deeply human portrayal that resonated with audiences and critics alike. The role earned him an Academy Award nomination and introduced him to a new generation of viewers. For someone who had spent decades quietly building his craft, the recognition felt especially meaningful. It was proof that patience and consistency can lead to powerful moments later in a career. Elliott approached the role with the same authenticity that had always defined his work, reminding audiences why his presence on screen feels so genuine. Learning and growing in the public eye, life in the public spotlight often comes with moments of misunderstanding or controversy, and Elliott experienced one such moment when he publicly commented on The Power of the Dog, directed by Jane Campion. His remarks sparked widespread discussion and criticism, leading him to reflect on how his words were received. Elliott later apologized and expressed sincere regret, demonstrating a willingness to listen and learn. Moments like this can be difficult for anyone, particularly when they unfold publicly. Yet they also reveal something important about character. Elliott approached the situation with humility and responsibility, acknowledging that growth often comes from honest reflection. The experience served as a reminder that even respected figures continue to learn and adapt throughout their lives. The challenges and wisdom of aging. As Elliott entered his 80s, he began speaking more openly about the realities of aging. Years of physically demanding roles, long film shoots, and travel naturally leave their mark on the body. Like many people his age, he has had to adjust to new physical limitations and changing energy levels. Yet he approaches this stage of life with the same steady perspective that defined his career. Rather than slowing down completely, he continues to choose projects that interest him and allow him to keep telling meaningful stories. Aging in an industry that often celebrates youth can be challenging, but Elliott's reputation and authenticity give him a unique place within Hollywood. His presence reminds audiences that experience and wisdom bring their own kind of power to the screen. A legacy built on authenticity. Today, Sam Elliott stands as one of the most respected figures in American film. His legacy is not only about memorable roles or iconic appearances, but about the way he carried himself throughout a long career. He worked steadily, treated colleagues with respect, and remained committed to the craft of storytelling. Audiences feel a sense of comfort when they hear his voice or see him appear on screen. There is a reliability to his presence that feels rare in an industry defined by constant change. More than anything, Elliott represents the idea that persistence, humility, and dedication can shape a lasting career. At 81 years old, he continues to inspire both audiences and fellow actors, proving that authenticity never goes out of style.